The morning air is still. There's no wind to interrupt the sound of my steps, so I can hear each one land against the pavement. It's quite enough that I notice a small vibration in my chest, a kind that sits somewhere between residual stress and muted readiness. I don't switch on my music. I want to hear what the morning sounds like without interference. There's a difference between silence and quiet. Silence is the absence of noise. Quiet is when everything is still speaking, just in lower tones.
The ember stirs, the morning calls. Curiosity moves through it all.
You're joining me on the Ember Walk, where curiosity meets motion. I'm David Dysart. Together we'll take a few minutes to step through one idea that shapes the craft of enrollment. In every forge, beneath the strike of iron and the roar of flame, there's a hum. The newer smiths miss it. They focus on force, speed, temperature, but the experienced ones, well, they know the hum tells you more than the heat does. Listen long enough, and you can predict when the metal will yield or when it will resist. You can shift your swing by half an inch and get twice the result because the hum guided you there. In our work, the hum shows up as pattern, not always in the obvious metrics. Sometimes in the way one region stops responding while another starts showing life. The subtle change is maybe in the tone of a student email, the unanswered question in a meeting that someone almost voiced, but they swallowed it. When you get better at listening, you spend less time reacting and more time reading the room before the temperature changes. Data will give you facts, but listening will show you trajectory. Teams and students alike, well, they tell you what they need long before they ask. If you're paying attention to the quieter signals, that is. We have to listen not just for what people say, but for their stress cadence, how often they pause before to reply, whether the frustration is with the system or with themselves. What is unheard is often more actionable than what's spoken out loud. The hum doesn't demand your attention. It earns it over time. Most people ignore it until something breaks. But the craft-driven builder learns to anticipate the friction before it catches flame. Today, just pick one part of your work and listen to what it's communicating beneath the surface. Not the loud complaint, not the visible metric, but the actual tension, the hesitation, the shift. Let your spark speak, and let us know in the comments or DM me. What was that one thing, and how did you address it? Slow your breath. Match it to the quiet. Sometimes the hum tells the truth before anything else is willing to. And that's the Ember Walk. The forge is yours now. Go make something worth the heat.
Step by step, the spark will talk. This is the end.